what the calculator is going to look like, just in case you can't get in there and use it. But in this case, what I want you to look at is on the left-hand side, what we have generally is the symbol that you're going to put in. In this case, we're using SPY. The style of options, again, that's American or European style options. The last price, this is referring to the actual underlying price, the strike of the option, the expiry, which on this pull down menu here, you're actually able to change the expiry. It's going to list all of the expiries that exist there. And then it's going to give you, once you choose that expiry, it's going to pre-populate this time to expiration. This time to expiration function is days, hours, and minutes remaining before expiry. The next thing here is the implied vol number. This is what we've talked about, this implied vol number. And that number is going to be specific to the options that you're seeing over here. These calls and puts are going to be associated, and this price here on the call and this price here on the put is going to be associated with this implied vol number over here. Remember what I said, price and implied vol are inexorably tied to each other. And you'll see when I give you the example that the actual implied vol number moving actually moves the prices of the options because of that fact. The interest rate, this is the risk-free rate that people are using to model what their interest rate assumptions are, the cost of carry, the cost of money between now and the time that this option expires. In this case, it's a 31-day option. And the interest rate assumption that people are making is basically 4.3. A lot of times people will use the 10-year I would say the 2-year, the 2 to 5 year is a little bit more common. But what you're really telling your model when you're putting an interest rate in there is how much does money cost between now and the time the option expires. So if you're looking at this and you're looking at interest rate assumptions, you're going to see that the interest rate assumptions change when you change the actual date of the option. The reason why is because the interest rate curve itself has curvature to it. And so if you're looking at a 30-day option, you might have some hybrid value in that 30 days. That is what you assume the cost of money is for that 30 days. But if you're looking at an option that has 400 days in it, you have a completely different idea about what interest rates might be for the hybrid of those 400 days. This is all part of the modeling that people use to value options, because as you add more time, options have more vega in them. They also have more rho in them. Thus, they become more sensitive to implied volatility and to interest rate changes. So make sure that you're looking at the interest rate change here, or the interest rate assumption that you make here when you're modeling these options, and that it seems reasonable for that term of options. Dividends here are